ladies. I thought that I would do a Facebook Live here in the group today. First of all, I wanted to say how happy and amazed I am that all the interaction and support that you ladies have been giving each other. I think it's fabulous, and that's exactly what I was intending when I started the group. So I'm so happy to see that. But I thought I would do a little bit of a chat today about staying positive. Yes, we all have these negative emotions, right? That's no way that you can avoid it. When you go through a divorce, especially if it's a contentious divorce or it's one that you didn't want, or you basically got the short end of the stick, right? Which is, how we all feel generally, I would say, in this group. Because as I said in my webinar, when you go through a divorce like this, it's second only to having somebody dying, right? And when somebody dies, or when your marriage dies, or your dream of what your marriage was going to be dies, which is essentially what's happening, you're going to go through a grieving process. And depending on who you are and how you react, that grieving process is going to take many different forms. And for a lot of people, it could just be profound sadness. And for others, it's like pure anger. Pure anger, and I'm pissed off, man, right? And you are totally entitled to those emotions, okay? And I would never, never judge anybody for having them. But here's the thing: when you're in those emotions, at some point you have to make a decision. Do I live with this emotion? Do I enjoy it? Is it serving me in some way? Or is it something that I need to get rid of in order to move on with my life? Because when you are feeling this anger towards your ex, or towards the circumstances or the universe, or whatever it is that you're angry at, and honestly, often it's probably yourself, right? Let's be honest. When you're feeling this anger, all it's doing is keeping you connected to the past, and keeping you thinking, if only I'd done this, if only he'd done that, if only this would have happened, right? You can't change the past, but what you can change is your reaction to it and how you're going to move on. So, as crazy as it sounds, when we have these negative emotions, they have a positive intention for us. And I know that sounds crazy, right? But human psyche is very interesting. And our brain, soul, whatever it is that you think it is, has a really sophisticated way of protecting us. So your anger is a way of protecting you from something. It may be protecting you from the profound sadness that you'd feel otherwise. It may be a way of protecting you from moving on, from fear of what you have to do next. It's a lot easier to be angry, right, than to step out of your comfort zone and do the next thing. But at some point, we need to get the idea that these emotions they'll always be there in the background, but you just have to take them and you have to move them to another place where you're in control of the emotions and the emotions are not in control of you. And yes, doesn't that sound easy? But it's not, is it? I understand that. One of the ways you can do this is to, think about what it is you're so angry about. Let's really analyze it and who you're really angry at, okay? And how is that anger serving you? What is it doing to you? And what would the benefits be to you to let it go? There's something to think about, okay? So, yes, I understand. Believe me, I still get a little bit angry sometimes too. But it's just, you've got to just recognize it. Oh, look, all that bitterness and that anger is coming back up again. So why is that? Why am I feeling that way? And how do I want to be feeling instead? And that's something that, you can work on, and that we can work on together in the group, or you could work on with me. It's up to you. But I really ask you all to try and think about that. And when you feel these feelings coming up, there's different things you can do. You can journal it. Get out your journal and just write down as much as you can. Why are you so angry? What's going on? Is it really the circumstances of things that happen to you, or is it just things are not working out right now, right? And you think that they're both connected, but really you have control of what's happening to you right now. So that's just a little thought for today. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Okay, hope everybody's good.